Hey guys, it's Hama2Ms and welcome to this MYXclusive interview. As you guys can see, I have a very special guest here with me. He is a singer, songwriter, actor, lahat na guys. We are so excited to have him back here on MYXclusive because we are going to talk about what's up in his life, his newest single, which is called Everyday, and so much more. Everyone, please welcome Markus! Woo!
What's up, Sam? What's up, Mixers? Good to be back. It's been a while.
Yes, it's been a while, but you're always welcome here. We're so excited to have you back. How have you been? How's life, Markus?
Life's good. Life's good. Life's chill.
Mhm.
Life is it's dad mode at the moment. So
Yeah.
especially now that I'm back from taping. So these next 3 weeks, I'm just like with my son and Jay like every minute I can.
Oh, and we love family time, especially now, no? Because we're at home, so I feel like
Yeah,
it's a great time to really spend time with our families and stuff. So
true,
that's super
true.
cool. I'm sure you've learned a lot, no, in the past year. And dami ng bago. You've grown a lot also as a person. But so far, what would you say was like the biggest or like the newest thing that you learned about yourself through everything?
Uh, I mean, I think the main thing was just genuinely finding out that I could be this person. Like I completely
Mhm.
transformed from the old Marcus
Yeah.
into the whole Marcus I am now, and
Mhm.
it was something that I was afraid of
Mhm.
because I wasn't sure if I was ready for it, if I could handle it, if
Yeah.
I could mature in time to pick up the
Mhm.
role of dad. But
Mhm.
that's probably the main thing that really shocked me because as soon as I saw him in the delivery room, like everything just flipped in my mind. I was just like dad mode, and like my whole
Oh.
priorities changed, my decision
Mhm.
making process changed dramatically. Like everything was
Mhm.
just boop. So yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
the main thing that I learned.
Oh, that's so cool. So it's real, no? Kasi like, I mean, like when you first see your child, I imagine, because they say that's really the moment na parang everything kind of changes for you. So I love that that also happened to you. It was like that kind of like, okay, let's go dad mode, let's go. So I love
Yeah.
that you experienced that too. But it was just Father's Day last weekend. So belated happy Father's Day to you, Marcus. How was your
감사합니다.
celebration?
It
Yes,
was
how was your
good. It
celebration?
was well, we just had some good food. Had a lot of food
Mm-hmm.
delivered.
Mm-hmm.
Celebrated with the family. My mom
Mm-hmm.
was here. My cousins are here.
Oh.
And yeah, no, it was a good celebration. Very intimate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And we love, to celebrate dads, of course, for everything that they do. But I think very timely, with Father's Day was the release also of your newest single, which is what we're going to be talking about here today. So let's go. So your newest single is called Everyday. So could you give us a little background on what the song is actually about and the kind of messaging that you had for this one?
Well, it's actually a song that Chris Lopez wrote. I keep calling him
Yes.
Chris because I'm like I don't refer to him as Moves. You know what I mean? Like
Most,
I
yeah.
don't refer to him as
You know it's
Moves, but
real.
yeah, yeah. Because so Chris wrote it, and he
Mhm.
approached me through message. Of course, he's like, "Yo, man,
Mhm.
so I have this song, and
Mhm.
it's I wrote it one night. I was thinking about Audrey and his daughter,
Mhm.
and I was
Yeah.
like, I want you to be on it." And I was like, "Okay, let me hear it." And as soon as I heard it, like
Mhm.
I was like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
Chris, you wrote this? Like, damn, bro!" I was like, "Yo, I'm so grateful that he came to me first. Obviously, I'm the only other
Mhm.
father in Tarshir,
Yeah.
uh, you know, but like." Grabe. Like, yung kanta talaga ibang level, dude. Like, the feelings I felt when I
Mhm.
heard it, I was like, damn, bro, I gotta
Yeah.
be on this track. So, yeah, like, literally, we scheduled the recording, I think, like, only a week later. We got it all
Yeah.
recorded in the studio, and it was fun. And yeah, it was a
Mhm.
good time. It's always a good time with Chris. I love working with him
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
we just understand each other to a molecular level, what the music wants to
Yes.
be like, and that's
Mhm.
super important.
Mhm. I love the way that you're describing the track. It's like the way that you're like, yeah, I gotta get on this track. That's like actually very like mellow and very like soft. You know what I mean? And I love
Yeah.
like the enthusiasm that you have for every day is just really there because I mean this is a experience that you and Moves or Chris are both experiencing right now, which is crazy. Like the timelines have really kind of aligned for the both of you, right? So what about this song was like? What about the song when you first heard it was you were like, oh my god, this is I really have to be on this thing.
Well, it aside from the beautiful lyrics, I think
Mhm.
it's so crazy how like ever since me and Chris met back in 2017 when I first signed
Mhm.
with Tarshir, like we just grew and grew and grew as friends, and then now
Mhm.
best friends, and like it's crazy how like now we're both like going through the same thing,
Yeah.
like, oh, it's nutty, and like it's the journey, and how perfect is it? Like from two
Mhm.
musical people that have the platform to
Mhm.
make music, why not make a song about the situation that we're both going through right now? New
Mhm.
fathers, a song for their little ones.
Mhm.
And no, it was just so perfect. Everything was just so perfect.
Mhm.
It just,
Yeah.
like usual. Like whenever Chris is like, "Hey man, so I got this idea with a song. Don't even show me. Don't even show me." I'm saying yes. Let's do it. It's that
I
simple.
love it. Yeah, it's that organic, you know. You know it's real when it's like that. So just a little background for everyone. So Chris or Moose also welcomed his daughter very recently, Audrey, just in the same way that Marcus also welcomed his son Jude. So that's so cool, nga, like how the timelines just really aligned for the both of you. So how was it working on the actual song together? I can imagine super fun, but also like maybe a little bit emotional. I can imagine. So what was that like for
Uh,
you guys?
well, with me and Chris, we're already so close. So like whenever we hit the studio, like most people
Yeah.
like have like 1 or 2 hours in the studio with their producers and stuff.
Mhm.
We really block off a whole day together. Like we just
Mhm.
we get there. We have a couple drinks. We settle down. We talk about what attack of song what attack of the song we want to do, and kind of what tone it is, and what key, and if there's any like additional chord progressions and whatnot. But yeah, we spend the whole day together enjoying it and just spending time together talking about it, because especially in this pandemic, it's hard to just hang out with people,
Mhm.
especially
Yeah.
with two people that have kids. So it's
Mhm.
extra dangerous. We have to make
That's
extra precautions,
true.
which is funny. Like,
Mhm.
oh my god, talking about that, the way I
Mhm.
found out Chris and Alex were expecting, I
Yeah.
was planning a recording session for the album that's now
Mhm.
out, the B-side.
Mhm. Mm-mm.
And he said, "Yeah, man, I don't know. Are you sure? Are you safe? Because we have to take some extra precautions." And
Mhm.
I was like,
Oh,
and at this time,
why?
he knew that I was expecting with Jude. Like he knew,
Yeah.
right? And I was like, "I'm also needing to take extra precautions. Why are you? What? Are you?" And like I just A and B, and I was like, "Oh my god, you
Oh
guys,
my
you guys
god.
are expecting." And he was like, "Lol, how'd you know?" I was like, "Damn, you're not subtle at all." You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're not slick.
No, like extra precautions. What? Okay, come on, bro. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, that was crazy. But
Mhm.
yeah, that's pretty much it. Like how we spend this day in the studio.
Mhm. Wow. I mean, with the relationship that you and Moose have, I mean, I feel like, you really have to block off a day because, there's so many things like super fun, but also working on the song. And I mean, we all love the song. I mean, it's very like soft, it's just very like, yes, like we get all the feels that you have. And we can feel the kind of like enthusiasm, like I keep saying, that you have for fatherhood. And I feel like that's such a great way to look at things too, especially from a father's perspective. You know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah.
that's a new thing. Not I mean new, but like it's cool to have like the father's perspective too. So I am curious, like, have you ever played the song for Jude? Like, is Jude like, does he react to like songs, or like is that something that has happened already?
I've played the song for
Yeah.
him, but
Mm-hmm.
he just turned 8 months, and he's very reactive
Mm-hmm.
now. But
Mm-hmm.
he's also very madali siyang mainip. So if he's just
Oh,
if he's just chilling, he will look for something to grab, or he'll start crawling away, and
cute.
he'll start climbing on random things. He's at
Yeah.
that stage. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe when he like starts speaking and comprehending things,
Mm-hmm.
I'll play it again for him, see how he reacts.
Yeah, just keep playing it. I feel like every day, and then he'll just be like,
Yeah.
"Yeah,
I'm
okay,
like,
Dad,
Dad, stop. I
I
love you,
got you."
okay?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my god, imagine when he gets that old already. I feel like
I
that's gonna be a
know.
crazy moment for you to I mean, every day they grow, right? I mean, that's what I hear from
Yeah.
people. So I feel like
Every day, yeah, they
that
don't
would be,
stop like at
yeah,
all. It's
right.
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, we all grow every day until we're older, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? So I feel like this is such an exciting time in your life. And what a great way to kind of commemorate this time in your life with this song, which is Every Day. And listening to the song, like with the lyrics and all, they have very, real lyrics, like coffee stains and all of that. So could you tell us more about like what people can get, like what message can they get from the song?
It's well, I think what Chris was trying to convey was
Mm-hmm.
like he's going for the realism of parenting, especially for fathers,
Mm-hmm.
because like
Yeah.
for the longest time, even with my dad's generation, like it's all the mothers that stay at home and do all the work and stuff. Because
Mm-hmm.
my dad's old,
Yeah.
right? So I grew up
Mm-hmm.
with my mom pretty much, because my dad was like in Hong
Mm-hmm.
Kong or Germany, bringing in the bills like the men do back then, right?
Yeah,
So
back then, yeah.
like I think Chris is, especially now in this generation, like I'm a very hands-on father. He's also a hands-on father.
Yeah. Mhm.
And like it's the realism of being a parent in this day and age, like the coffee stains and stuff. Like you won't, like there are things that you will just forget because you're just focused or just sleep deprived. You know, you won't know what
Yeah.
time to sleep. You won't know what time to wake up because you're reliant
Mhm.
on the little boy. You know, it's like, oh, if he wakes up
Mhm.
at 2 a.m., I wake up at 2 a.m. Oh, I spilled coffee. It
Mhm.
doesn't matter as long as he's okay. It's, you know,
Mhm.
it's all about the realism, and I feel like parents, especially in this day and age, will relate.
Yeah, for sure. I totally agree with you. Like, the idea of parenthood has really evolved so much. And I live for, the content that you guys also put on. Like when Audrey and Jude met for the first time, when I saw those photos, I was like, oh my God, they're so cute.
Yeah,
Like, oh, they're so cute. I can't wait for them to be older and really know what friendship is like. You know what I mean? So
I
that's super
know.
exciting.
I know. I mean, Audrey has a kuya now, a protector.
Yeah.
You know, so when they're older, like it's so awesome. It's so
Yeah,
awesome.
like the timeline aligning is just so cool. So I love that you guys, like both of you, Moves and you, were able to really cement this kind of time in your life with every day. And I really thought like the title of the song too was also really significant because I feel like parenthood is something that you do like every day, right? So what what
Hmm.
what would you say was the significance of this title in relation to the song?
Well, I mean, no, you pretty much got it on the tee. Like it's a job that you don't get any breaks
Mm-hmm.
unless she naps for an hour. Then you have an hour break,
Yeah.
but then you
Mm-hmm.
still have to be next to him or her,
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 24/7 job that doesn't feel like a job. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a commitment that you're fully into, like 2 feet in, no half
Mm-hmm.
glass empty. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
every day of your life you're gonna be loving this beautiful spawn. And like there's
Mm-hmm.
nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. I love that he's called spawn. I love that. Like I've never heard anyone like describe their child as a spawn, but if you really think about it, they really are a spawn. So
Yeah, there's
oh my
spawn of
god.
love. Dude, Chris
Yeah,
said the
they
same
are.
thing when I was like, dude, we both have spawns now. It's crazy. He was like, what? I was like, oh, is that weird? I don't know. Like, it's just how I see things, I guess. I don't know.
No, yeah. Normalize spawn. I mean, we should
Yeah.
normalize spawn. I mean, it does make sense. It totally makes sense. But, we're happy that you guys have spawns now. And you created a song out of it. But, more of fatherhood. Like, I can imagine, like, every day, like we've been talking about, every day. It's a job that you do every day. And I'm sure every day you learn something new about yourself, but also about Jude. So recently, was there anything new about Jude? Like we said, they keep growing. Was there anything new about Jude that you were so excited about, or like something that he did that it was like really funny, or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, well, he only started standing up while holding things about, I think, a week ago
No.
or a bit longer than that. And that's super stoked us
Mhm.
because we were so shocked. Like we were just chilling in the kitchen while we
Mhm.
were having lunch and Jude was in
Mhm.
his playpen. And then we just see
Mhm.
his head pop up like this. And we're like, what? And we're like, oh my God, oh my God, get the camera, what's happening? Like, he's standing up, he's standing up. And
Yeah.
yeah, but most recently he's learning to contort his face when he doesn't like what we're feeding him.
Oh.
Like for example, like if like yeah, I think the other day we fed him pureed sayote, and he
Mhm.
does this now. He does this,
Oh.
and he doesn't open his mouth. So we're like, okay, yeah, he doesn't like this. Let's try something else.
Oh. Oh my gosh. I mean, I feel like it's the small things like that. They're just like, oh my god,
Yeah.
like
And
spawn,
it's also an everyday process. Like yeah, like he'll just pick up some
Mhm.
new things, new nuances, and he's like, oh, okay,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like, I mean, this is such a great way for you to really like express the kind of love and all the feelings that you have towards Jude through this song. And I'm sure a lot of people can relate, especially new parents too. Sorry, my dog is barking, but new parents too, I feel like it's something that they can lean on, especially during this time, especially new fathers. So for you, Marcus, as someone, you said that you had a lot of you were nervous and you didn't really think that this was something that you could do, but now that you're here, you love it, and it's something that you work at every day. If there's advice, what advice could you give to those who are, kind of going through the same things that you are?
Well, I was mainly worried about all that stuff because of all the pressure that everybody else around me was like, "Hey, Marcus, you're young. Okay, this is a big thing. Being a dad. This is blah 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 blah." And I was like, "Oh no," it put me into shutdown mode. I was like, "Oh God, can I do this?" But then I talked to my dad, who's like the most straightforward old guy. He's seen the world. He's been in the military. He's fought wars, and the only thing he told me is like, "You'll know when you get there. That's it. You'll know when you get there. Stop thinking about it. You'll know when you get there." And sure enough, I did. As soon as I saw him, my whole life changed. And like it's when my life changed, that's when I saw like, yeah, okay, there's really nothing to worry about, because even if even if it's a struggle, even if I'm balancing sleep and blah blah blah, it's hard to, even if it's hard, the fact that my whole mindset changed towards Jude, it really wasn't an issue. It wasn't a challenge. It wasn't something that I wasn't fully into. And so yeah, so if my advice to anybody else out there expecting, and if they're having worries, if they're good enough, or if they can do it, like just don't stop thinking about it, and just hold on to the fact that your life's gonna change for the better, and you're gonna realize it.
Oh, and I feel like that's really good advice too, because like what you said, you're never really gonna know when you get there. So it's kind of like, cross that bridge when you get there. I'm sure
Yeah.
there's a lot of like, obviously you think about a lot of things before becoming a parent. And now that you're here, we can see, like, although like, it's really something that you have to do every day. It's work. It's something that really pays off. And to see your own spawn grow every day, and we're normalizing spawn, guys.
Yes.
To see your spawn, not to see your spawn growing every day and really doing all of these things, I feel like is something that makes everything worthwhile. So we're so excited that you're able to put out every day, Marcus, especially for all of the parents, but anyone who really needs like a good reminder that you are loved as well. I feel like this is a good song. But we're also so excited because you're working on music too. What else can we expect coming from you, Marcus, especially after the single?
Music wise? Music wise.
Or everything wise.
Okay, let's start with music wise. Music wise, me and Chris are working. So B side came out, which is my acoustic album. And we're working on A side, which is my non-acoustic album. So after that, yeah, I'm super excited for A side. Then after A side, oh, thank you. Sorry. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, after A side, I think that's it, and then it's just the acting. I've been working on this TV show called Viral. It's with ABS, obviously RCD unit. It's a really good show. As soon as I read the script, I was like, my God, put me in this. And yeah, I'm super stoked. It's so good to be back acting, because obviously that's like my main thing. Music is just a really super fun and passionate hobby that I have. But yeah, no, that's pretty much it, and that's gonna be coming out maybe end of the year. So stoked.
Yeah, that's a lot though. Like music, also, but acting. I mean, it's really cool that you're still able to work, right? Like with everything that's been going on, especially in the past year, and having so many things too. So how's that been for you, going back to acting too, and like really getting back into the thick of it?
Well, to begin with, I was super nervous, because also when I was in the UK with Janella, when we were waiting for Jude to say hello, we really ate at odd times, and I gained a lot of weight. Like I gained a lot of weight, and like they told me about it. Yo, Marcus, there's a go-see, there's a reading for this news area, and they really want you. Blah blah, and I'm like, cool. As soon as I get there, I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh God.
Oh my God.
They're not gonna want me after this. And so I read for a certain role, and they were like, okay, Marcus, do you work out?
Did they really ask?
Yeah, I mean they have to. I mean, that's the only way a show is gonna do well is you have to be an actor. You have to look good. Kahit papaano, So yeah, no. As soon as I confirmed and I got the role, I was like, buy carbs, but not also buy carbs, little carbs, but like minus carbs. It was a long process, but I got there eventually, and they're happy now with my my weight. But I'm still gonna lose a little bit more,
No, but you look great. I feel like it's not even obvious that you gained weight at all. But I love that whole not passive aggressive, but they're just honest. Like, do you work out?
Yeah,
like, that's just an honest question.
I prefer it. I prefer it honestly.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, we love you, but
Yeah, that's the nature of the job, really.
It
But
is. It is.
now
We
you're
signed up
here.
for this. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we out here, we back. So that's, I feel like, the best part of it. So we're so excited for all of your projects in terms of music, but also acting, and we can't wait for all of that. But for now, we will obviously savor your newest single, which is Every Day. But before I let you go, Marcus, do you have a message to everyone who's been supporting you and all your fans?
Hells yeah. I got a huge message from my Marcus buddies who I know are watching. I love you guys. Thank you so much for the patience. And I'm so excited for this year. This year is going to be insane, and you guys are going to finally see me in a serious role. And it's amazing. I'm super excited for you guys because I know it's been a long time since I've been on TV or had work. So yeah, this is going to be a good year, and I love all of you. Can't wait to see you. We still have a paintball thing to do. Jen set that up. But yeah, love you all.
Oh, and we can't wait to see you, back in acting with that serious role, but also we can't wait for everything else that you have planned. But to everyone who's tuned in, make sure to stream Every Day by Marcus. It's available on multiple digital streaming platforms. Also worked with Moves on this one, so you guys can check that out. Can also check the lyric video. It's up on YouTube. So thank you, Marcus, for joining me today.
Thank you also, Sam. It's good to see you. Good to be back. Thank you,
Yes,
Mix.
good. Yes, we're so excited to have you back, and it's always good to see you. But thank you as well to everyone who tuned in to this MYXclusive interview. Once again, this has been Sam with two M's and Marcus. Thanks, guys.